Welcome to my channel. This is Key, your host, and we are going to do some more mentality business development, market strategy, business development, core leadership, and a lot of thinking out of the box. So stay with me and there will be more. On today's agenda, workshops with purpose. Well, when I talk with other leaders and we talk about workshops, it's mainly about team building or brainstorming for new ideas. Not so many have identified the workshops as something that can have huge impact on the company strategy. I mean, they're used for certain things, but not as much as we could use them actually. Very few, but still some do. Don't misunderstand me, but very few see it as a strategic event that has this huge impact on the company's journey towards the goal. The more efficient we can be when it comes to workshops, the greater the results of them can be. So a workshop can be so much more than just building together the team and brainstorming for ideas. It can, for instance, introduce new concepts, new methods that are parts of reaching the goal. It can teach hands-on skills. It can encourage further research or investigations and so much more. A workshop is a safe surrounding where you can fail when you try out new models. It's a safe surrounding, which is very good. It is important to the business to identify what kind of workshops you need and to add them into your strategy. So, how do you want to use the workshop then? Well, is it to explore a topic? Is it to transfer knowledge to someone? Or is it to solve a problem? Or maybe it's to create something completely new. Then you have to start with the outcome. So what do you want the workshop to give you? What will have to be the result of the workshop? So you have to write that down. And the second thing is who? Who is the best person or persons or team to deliver the results you want from the workshop? Often it is something you want to know or develop or put together, and you want to know something as an outcome. Think of the workshop as a department of a company or a business who can deliver exactly what you need. And then, of course, give clear guidelines within that, what frames, what strategy the workshop is taking place. It has to be aligned with your company strategy. The next step is how you measure the results of the workshop. It should also be decided on how you're going to measure it. It has to be decided on before you start. And then the most important thing, what do you think that is? Well, that is to throw something into the mix that isn't supposed to be there. Because remember, this is a safe ground to try new things. So throw somebody in there, a person from a completely different department or from an unthinkable place into the mix to come in with ideas and comments and take part of this, because you need to make this something different. Otherwise, you're not breaking new ground. Pinpoint strength and weakness in delivery is important. To take note of the entire workshop event is important. And what I mean is collecting all information that comes out of it and look at it with strategic eyes. What serves your way to the goal and what does not. Even if you frame a workshop within a certain area, you will always be able to identify the edge or the most important pieces in the information. And after doing so, you will have to pinpoint the strength in the information and the weaknesses in a potential delivery towards the goal. How are you going to use it? What's the strength? What's the weaknesses that you need to identify? One method could be more cost-effective and maybe easier to perform than the other. Well, it could be different things. So you need to be to the point so that you can optimize resources to strengthen that particular performance or route that you will take. Also look at the functionality in exercises of the workshop itself. Did it serve the purpose well enough? Well, you have to answer that. And then, of course, there is the follow-up. And when you add this new performance into the delivery of your business goals, you also need to add all the follow-up dates. You need to follow this as a process, and you need to integrate it. Sometimes the result of a workshop will be integrated in different business areas, and you need to identify exactly where to hook it in. Or sometimes it's about a new product and you have a process, maybe from R&D to market. Or maybe it's much more simple. Maybe it's just about making people feel a certain way. Whatever it is, it needs to be integrated in your business and observed to function in your business. Plans and structure. That's important in any company, any business. As soon as you make a path or a route that you want to reach a goal, even if it's personal or business, you need to have plans and structure. Otherwise, it will become a dream. So a workshop needs to have a purpose, and the results of the workshop must be included in the company plans and structure. There must be a clear reason to why the workshop is held and what information or feedback that we are lacking and that the outcome should give us. It must be analyzed and used. So sometimes you will have to delegate new research areas or new chores or things like that after a workshop. And that also needs a follow-up. Very important to follow up the deliverables. And not to forget the people. The participants in a workshop must receive a follow-up within 2-3 days at the most, and then again on a decided date after that, to feel that they accomplished something, that they're a part of contributing to the company goals, that they are in the process, in the pipeline. This is a very important feeling, because if you can't feel your importance in this chain, you will not be working with your heart. A workshop can have a great impact on the process towards a goal if you treat it right. And for a human being, that means the process from the heart, working with this desire, with this passion, and also about our mindsets, how we think, how we see the process, how we see the company, how we see actually what we do. And that can only be beneficial if it's done right. If you like this, you can hit me up at www.keyisyourhost.com, where there will be more, and check out the other videos. I hope you like it.